Hey guys, Kamronni's name, and today Super Mario Sunshine is the game. Last time we went to F.L.U.D. Village, and we got the 100 coins there, along with the... Actually, no, that was the episode before that. In the last episode, we got the blue coins of F.L.U.D. Village. And in this episode, we're going to be basically working around Isle Delfino, or the plaza, I should say. Not Isle Delfino as a whole. We're going to be going around getting the 100 coins as well as the blue... Well, actually, no, 100 coins is the last episode. I'm all mixed, sorry. We're going to be getting the blue coins today. Starting off, we're going to go to the mission that completely ruined my pitch for the 100 coins, at least the first time around for the last episode. We're going to be entering into this little area right up here to go see what we kind of peeked at in the last one. But first, I got to wait for that boat over there to get across from here. You could also get the rocket nozzle and shoot on in there, but I'm just going to wait for the boat to get over here because this will probably be the faster way anyway, or not really the faster, but more so the lazier way. So I'll see you guys back here in just a moment. By the way, it's worth mentioning that this is actually my second attempt recording this video because the first time that I recorded it for whatever reason, but the audio sounded really weird. I believe what might have happened is that Audacity might have changed the mics from recording from my actual microphone to recording from the microphone that's in my headphones or something like that. I don't know, it was really weird. Anyways, we kind of got a glimpse of this in the last episode because I accidentally hopped in here, but this is the pachinko machine. We're gonna be taking on a lot of potentially rage-worthy shine sprites in this episode. The pachinko machine is definitely one that people fuss and complain about a lot, and it can be difficult if you don't know how to work it, I should say. There's 3 that you immediately get from just hopping up that trampoline and going through the main chute. After that, you're gonna want to not do what I just did. But the nice thing about it is you can get yourself out of this. You can cheat just like I'm going to, which I totally cheated my way out of death right there, but it's okay because the game has cheated me into death plenty of times, so I consider it to be even. Well, not really even. I mean, I still think I'm in the deficit of fair deaths here, but I'm not going to hold that against myself. I'll see you guys once you get back into the pachinko machine. So as I was saying, this really isn't all that bad as long as you know how to handle it or how to take care of the pachinko machine, which, by the way, I've yet to ever be able to get the 3 red coins that are in that chute right there. I've never gotten them in one go up the trampoline. So if you guys manage to do that, let me know. I'm curious, but I've never been able to do that before. Another thing you can do is just kind of hop on the sides. I'll show you what I'm talking about later instead of actually hitting the trampoline. But all you need to do is just hold your analog stick to the direction you want to go. When you're going up the chute after bouncing the trampoline, hold it to all the way to the right in order to go all the way to that last red coin we just got, or hold it all the way to the left to get this one right over here. But the thing is, once you get to a certain point, you're gonna keep on moving over to the right because flawed physics. Ideally, you're gonna get perched onto something. Now, once you get perched onto something like I just was a moment ago, I was on that little stick right there. Don't move Mario around because you're basically on a little slope when you're on any kind of object up here. If you move the wrong way, Mario's gonna go sliding off. And when you go sliding off, you can't use your hover nozzle and you're good as done at that point. So if you get into a spot to where you're just barely perched onto something, don't risk moving. Just use your hover nozzle to get yourself out of that situation without risking sliding off the ledge. If you wanted to, you could also just go like back and forth right there. Oh, this is a close one. I got lucky right there. Just use your hover nozzle if ever in doubt. If you ever feel like if I move, this might be the end, just use your hover nozzle to get yourself out of that situation. But another thing you can do is just kind of side kick off the sides and get yourself up that way without having to deal with going with the random physics of you coming off that trampoline. So anyways, yeah, if you know how to do it, this one really isn't all that bad, even though it really gets a bad rap, which, to be fair, if you're playing this for your first time, I'm pretty sure this gave me a lot of trouble my first time playing it, so definitely expect trouble with it. You're probably not going to get it as easy as I did, even though I had to cheat out of death a time or two, or just a time for that matter, for that instance right there. Next, we're going to want to go ahead and get our turbo nozzle. Which, by the way, another thing I mentioned a moment ago how I'm re-recording this. It's also a little bit late at the time that I'm recording this. It might be a little bit, my commentary might sound a little bit like bleh right now because I'm a little bit more tired than I was before. But my window for recording the rest of the series is very, very narrow. It's a kind of a long list of circumstances that I'm not gonna go through. But anyways, for this mission right here, obviously we need our I keep wanting to call this the hover nozzle, the turbo nozzle. What you're gonna want to do is just press A to jump, but don't press it too early. But also don't press it too late. Press it too late, obviously you run the risk of running off the platform. But if you press it too early, you're just gonna run right into the side of it. There's a certain sweet spot on that very last platform you want to press A. You don't want to press A too late because you might jump over the shine. You don't want to press it too early because you might run into the side of this block. There's a little sweet spot where you're either gonna grab the ledge like I just did, or you're gonna land right into the shine. So it's kind of hard to scale it, but you guys should be fine. I have faith and confidence in you. There you go, shine. It's not too terrible to get in your first time. I'm not saying your first time playing this game, but if you have played this game before, you can usually get through here with one attempt like I just did. It's just knowing the physics of and the timing of using the turbo nozzle. If you're good with the turbo nozzle, you shouldn't have any worries about that mission. That being said, we're now going to go ahead and collect 10 coins because the last shine spot we're going to get for this episode, well actually, no, that's a lie. Just the next shine spot we're getting for this episode, we need 10 coins because after a certain point, I believe it's after you go to the Gelato Beach. If not, I'm going to correct myself on the screen right now. This guy that we're getting ready to talk to will appear and he'll be able to take you back to the airstrip, which we haven't been since the very beginning of the game. Why would you go there, you might ask? Well, there's two things there for us. There's a shine sprite and something we'll get to later, a blue coin. But first, I guess cities are just dangerous. I prefer the country. You know, I kind of understand that. Growing up in the country myself, I get that. Well, I guess I'll be heading back to Pianta Village soon. We get a really, really close-up view of this Pianta right here. We're just getting like his chest right now. It really is the only place for me. Yeah, I also understand that sentiment. Being back in town makes me feel that way sometimes. Shall I take you out of the airstrip? It's only 10 coins. To the sea. It's time to push off and head out. Don't expect any sea shanties from this captain, mate. Alright, sure thing, dude. But yeah, I mean, I can't really say I grew up in the country, but I grew up on a farm. I kind of grew up in the suburbs, but I grew on a farm. I didn't grow up in a neighborhood, but I grew up on a farm. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's a really weird mix of circumstances in my life. Anyways, yeah, we haven't been here since the very beginning of this game. It's pretty cool that here we are, the episode before the finale, which, oh, by the way, not sure if I mentioned it. The finale's next episode. Hope you come on by. Anyways, it's kind of ironic that here we are at the very end of our journey and we're coming back to where it all began. So, it's really nice. Collect the red coins when the time runs out. Good luck. I think I said previously that the last red coin mission we did was our last one. No, this is our last red coin mission. I promise you. This is the very last one we'll ever take. It's really not all that difficult, especially if you get the first few right there that you have to jump for. And you see the path that the coins will take you. You technically could follow that path to a T and still be fine, but there's a lot of corners, literally corners you can cut by not following the path and just going straight for the red coin. So, I mean, each is to his own, of course, but, you know, just do whatever you feel like doing to get these coins, but you really have plenty of time. I believe we got 2 minutes to do all this. You really don't need 2 minutes. I'm going to finish this with pretty much a minute to spare, so they give you a lot of time. Anyways, we are triggering a lot of strolling stews as we're blasting through here. Now, what would be just absolutely lovely is if I could just blast on through this path right here that they've created and just land right into the shine, but of course it's not going to happen that way. Although it's really funny how, like, we just kind of stop moving altogether as soon as we kill one of those strolling stews, but anyways, let's try this again, maybe? Nope. Yeah, I give up. I just go ahead and grab the shine. And shine. Alright, our very last shine sprite is going to be kind of a tedious one to get. Not necessarily because of the actual mission itself is tedious, but just getting to it. If you remember, the island that one Pianta was stranded on for the longest time until the current brought him back to shore, whenever the flood came, that island that guy was stuck on for the longest time had a pipe. And that pipe was covered with that special yellow goop that we need, that only Yoshi's juice, saliva, spit, fluids, whatever you want to call it, that only Yoshi's fluids can cure. So, or I guess take care of, or whatever you want to say. Regardless, we need to get Yoshi to that island so we can spray his juice onto that yellow goop and so we can get into that pipe. The only problem at it is that Yoshi can't swim and there's no man pipe that runs directly to that island. So what we're gonna have to do is ride the boats around. We're gonna go ahead and take the man pipe right here to that island over there to our left, and then we're gonna be able to ride that boat to an outpost, wait in that outpost, and then take that outpost, take a boat from that outpost, then to the island that we're gonna be going to, and then we'll be able to enter the mission. So this is kind of a tedious little task right here. And eventually, if you will look in the bottom right corner, you can't see it right now, but after a little while, Yoshi's juice will slowly start to run out, even if you're not using it. If it should run out or get low enough, Yoshi will disappear and you have to start all over. So while you're waiting for the boats to come back around, go ahead and eat some coconuts or whatever fruit is nearby, just to make sure Yoshi's keeping his juice levels up. I mean, kind of like us, he needs to stay hydrated, I guess, so does he. That being said, we're gonna wait for the boat to come on back. Alright, Yoshi, take one more bite, because this is the last coconut you're ever gonna have for the rest of your life. Oh, that's actually kind of sad. I don't know, I guess Yoshi just eventually, like, after we abandon him, he just dies of starvation. I guess that's kind of a really morbid way of looking at it, but I mean, in a sense, that's actually what happens. Wow. Okay, anyways, that being said, all I have to do now is just wait for the boats to ride back around to the outpost, so I will see you guys once the boat takes us to our next destination. You know, I actually gotta say, I really like riding this boat. It's nice to see Isle Delfino all clean and sun shining. It's nice to see this island in its prime. I mean, it really is a nice place when you think about it. Although it kind of bothers me that the portal to Bianco Hills is still there. Not because it's a portal to another world or anything, it's just like that M on that statue just does not look good. I don't know, I wish it was somewhere else, or that it would eventually disappear or relocate itself or something like that. Anyways, once you get this outpost right here, for whatever reason, bananas are, very fortunately for Yoshi, are gonna constantly keep reappearing. Just go ahead and eat, I mean, you don't have to eat every single banana that pops up like I'm going to, but just make sure you keep Yoshi's juice levels up so he won't disappear on the platform while you're waiting or during the boat ride. So just keep on eating bananas in the meantime. Say goodbye to those bananas, because that's the last banana you'll have for a really long time. I really love the color of this water. It's pretty close to what the color of my phone case is, which is arguably my favorite color. I don't know, it's this really weird kind of turquoise blue, just like clear ocean blue that I like a lot. I don't know, it's really weird. My favorite color has kind of changed over the years. Like, I mean, it's mostly always been blue. Actually, at one point it was orange when I was really little, which is ironic because I really don't like the color orange now. But it's always just kind of changed styles of blue. But anyways, regardless of my color preferences, here we are at arguably the most rage-worthy shine in this game. Well, I won't say in this game. Out of all the Delfino Plaza shines, if you look, there's a skull and crossbones. There's definitely not a good sign for things to come. And if you pay close attention to the lily pad we're getting ready to hop on, it's dead. So whatever's in this water, it's not good stuff. You don't want to touch it. Should you touch the water, you will die instantaneously. What you're gonna want to do is kind of flow down the current. Go ahead, grab the red coins, obviously, and use F.L.U.D. to push the lily pad in the direction you need to go into. Now, be careful not to get too close to the edge, and you're getting ready to see why here in just a moment. And this death right here is why I don't feel bad about cheating out the death earlier. The game got me back. Don't worry. Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. The game will do that because you'll go into the lily pad, it'll immediately shoot the lily pad back out because it realizes, oh, the lily pad's inside of the wall, that's not good, and then it kind of shifts Mario over into the water for just a split second, and it killed him, so be careful of that. Don't be too close to the edge of the lily pad when you hit walls. Whenever you get close to a wall, try to move yourself pretty close to the center. Unlike I just did. I wasn't being very safe at all. But if you want to slow the impact, or if you want to slow down the lily pad a little bit, you can point F.L.U.D. into the direction you're moving and slow yourself down to move slower, which might actually be a good thing for some of these red coins that we're grabbing right here. This one, you're definitely going to want to jump. Make sure you have the hover nozzle selected before you jump. And you should be just fine. Anyways, let's go ahead and come on over. And oh, I love this theme so much. It's the last time we're going to hear it. Anyways, one thing I'm really curious about was this pipe right here. I'm guessing it takes you back to the island? I don't know. I've never taken the pipe because it's like, why would you take the pipe when the shine's right here? And why would you go through this thing twice unnecessarily? I don't know. I'm assuming it takes you back to the island, but anyways, that being said, we have collected every single shine aside from the very last shine of the game and the 24 we're going to get from the blue coins. So yeah, 24, and then one more, which is the final shine of the game, and that's 120 shines added to the 95 that we currently have. I accidentally collected a blue coin in the last episode. I'll be sure to show that footage today for those of you who are playing along. But let's go ahead and grab the other 19. For blue coin number 1, just gotta go ahead and break this crate right here and spray the end that's behind it. Alright, blue coin number 2, you take down this crate right here and go ahead and spray this in. For blue coin number 3, there's gonna be a blue bird that's sitting right here. I guess near the front buildings that are in front of Delfino Plaza, right near the statue. Let's go ahead and spray him down. Let's wait till he gets a little bit closer. I gotta say, this is one tough blue bird. I mean, look at this. He's getting hit over and over again, and he lived. He really does not want to manifest himself into a coin, which I guess I can't blame him for that matter. I guess I wouldn't want my life to end instantly either. Well, let's just say, I guess like he goes into being the Shine Sprite, so he's a 10th of a Shine Sprite, and Shine Sprites are kind of like an entity in this game, it seems like, so I guess he's kind of not dying, in a way. Alright, blue coin number 5 is one that you might miss if you don't look very carefully. Way back here in the man pipes, you can find that blue coin at a dead end. Blue coin number 6 is yet again another blue bird for us to spray. Don't worry, this is the last blue coin, the last bird left to manifest into a coin. Go ahead and spray him down. There you go. Alright, for blue coin number 7? Excuse me, blue coin number, yeah, that was blue coin number 7, right over here near the island that is to the west side of Delfino Plaza. Well, that's all perspective. Oh well, it's the island that's it's closer to Pina Park. There you go. All right, for blue coin number 8, right over here, off to the side, we're gonna go ahead and spray this X right here. This one's not too difficult to get, but we're gonna go ahead and spray it from a distance. That way we'll be able to fly around this corner really, really quickly. We don't have to go around, or we don't have to really maneuver all that much. You just gotta spray, dive. If you do that, you can get over here with plenty of time to spare. And vice versa, blue coin number 9, we're gonna go ahead and spray this right here. And then we're gonna spray and belly slide on over for this one as well. These are not really all that challenging at all to grab. We've had some that have been really challenging in the past, I've got to say. Especially the one in Noki Bay when we had to get the 2 triangles that were in there. That was really difficult. Alright, blue coin number 10, we're going to want to go ahead and get the turbo nozzle and blast on into this Shine Sprite, into this blue coin right here. I always like how Mario's inevitably gonna like bonk his head and fall into the blue coin. I always find it amusing. Alright, for our next blue coin, we're gonna need Yoshi. Let me try to throw this up there. Not quite. We're gonna go ahead and try this one more time. We're gonna use the backflip and throw it on up. Let's see. Alright, not bad at all. Okay. We're gonna go ahead, and our next 2 blue coins require Yoshi. Once again, we're gonna be dealing with that yellow goop that only Yoshi's saliva can satisfy, I guess is the word, or can dissipate. There you go, that's a much nicer word. So we're gonna go ahead and grab Yoshi and head on over to the I'll say the area that's near the police station, or not the police station, but I guess where the police are. I guess this is the police station over here. I guess it kind of makes sense, this little green building over here. One thing that I kind of wish they would have done with this area, with Delfino Plaza, to kind of make it seem more lifelike and more real, and I guess more of an actual world, is if they had signs outside of every building saying what it was. Like, imagine if this is like the label, there's a little sign that said, they could read, that would say police station, or a little sign that would talk about the story behind the statue that's in Delfino Plaza. I mean, okay, don't get me wrong, this is a platforming game, I get it, and I mean, games weren't really as concerned with world building then as they are now, at least in my opinion. But that would have been a really nice little thing for them to add if there was more story behind every single area that was in this game. Like, if certain if certain buildings were named certain things that had certain purposes, and certain people in there that fulfill those purposes, it would give it'd make this world seem a lot more lifelike, which it's already very lifelike, but just imagine if that were the case, and that would be really, really cool. But anyways, I digress. Alright, for blue coin number 12 is this? We're finally gonna go ahead and help the guy who's been on fire. This guy has been on fire through it all. He's been running on fire, excuse me. Well, like, running caught on fire, I guess is what I was gonna say. He was running while on fire on the beach, running through the plaza, running on top of the roof, after the flood that should have put out his back. Whatever. That's blue coin number 13 right there. Blue coin number 14, we're gonna get, again, we're visiting a place we haven't visited since the very beginning, our jail cell. That's actually where our next blue coin is gonna be. So I don't think you need to hop on over here and hover on over. I think you can just jump out of the water and grab that ledge. But yeah, right over here, blue coin number 14. Let's see if I can jump on into it. There you go. All right, blue coin number 15, we're gonna start a series of very annoying blue coins. Talk to this Pianta over here. Hello, you want to work for me for a little bit? I'd love for you to bring me some fruit. I'm craving some bananas. Bring me 3, would you? Just bring the fruit here and put it in this basket, okay? All right, which that's definitely not a hard task at all. I mean, that all we gotta do is hop over this building and we got the bananas right here for us, so not bad at all. Don't know why she'd just go ahead and grab it herself, but hey, it seems like everybody here is all about harboring things illegally from the government and exchanging it with us, or to us, so we can solve everybody's problems indirectly. Well, not indirectly, but so they can use the government's, I guess, plight for their own selfish purposes. I can't speak, but yeah, it's really interesting how they get to harbor these things without the government's knowledge, and they're kind of, in a way, they're kind of all share a piece of the guilt of like what's going on with the island with the sun being out. They all kind of share a little bit of the burden or a little bit of the guilt because they've been harboring these things illegally when they really should have turned them back in to begin with. But anyways, I'm looking way too much into a children's game, as usual. I gotta want some of those bananas. Okay, let's go ahead and drop in our third one. If I can get onto the ledge. There you go. That'll make her happy. And she will say, thanks, sweetums, like every other, well, not like every other piano, but like mini piano before her. There you go. And for blue coin number 16, we're gonna wanna hop on over here. Similarly, we have a Pianta who has a craving for fruit that they seemingly cannot grab themselves. And the fact that this basket's turned over on its side is not a good sign for us. Hello, you wanna work for me for a little bit? I'd love for you to bring me some fruit. I'm craving some durians. Bring me 3, would you? She's wanting the most inconvenient fruit from the most inconvenient location for said fruit. She wants us to bring her durians. Now, you cannot find durians anywhere on the side of the island. We will have to kick them across this channel of water right here in order for her to get the durians that she is craving. So, yeah. That, honestly, it's inconvenient, but it's not all that bad because the durian's gonna be right around the corner here in just a moment, but I looked around to make sure that there weren't any durians hiding anywhere that we could have gotten some from more easily, but no. Your only option really is to punt it right here across the water. I even checked inside of here with these crates. There are no durians for us to find, so we're gonna have to go all the way to the fruit market and then kick them on over. So you just want to go ahead and grab it, kick it on over here to the side, maybe hit a police officer in the face or spray them with some water. Oh, that did not work. That's the thing that is really annoying about kicking the durians around, is sometimes it's just really inconsistent with how far the durian will go in correspondence with how hard you move the analog stick, because a lot of times it doesn't make sense at all. If you hold your analog stick forward all the way and run into the durian, you're going to kick it like a soccer ball 9 times out of 10. If you just run into it casually, you're going to punt it, and you might not know exactly how far you punt it. Now this right here, this is a kick for the century. Watch this. Off the backboard and into the goal. I couldn't believe I did that at the time that I was recording this video. If you look at how I'm moving Mario around, I was very excited. Gotta love post-commentary. Quick little tip. If you're having trouble punting it across the water like I am right now, you can also dive into it. Whenever you dive into it, I mean, it still kind of depends on how far forward you're holding your analog stick when you dive into it as to how far it'll go. But to me, diving into the durians is a little bit more consistent than walking into it, just because you'll really never know how far it's going to go when you're kicking it a lot of the time. So, and also you can go ahead and spray it in with your spraying nozzle. That also helps a lot. But thanks, sweetums. That was a well-earned blue coin number 16. Hello, would you like to work with me for a little bit? I'd love for you to bring me some fruit. I'm craving some pineapples. Bring me 3, would you? Just bring the fruit here and put it in this basket, okay? A much more reasonable request than the durians. So yeah, even though the basket is a little bit high up off the ground, we can just spin jump and it won't be a problem at all. And also the fruit market's right around the corner. All right, and with that being said, thanks, sweetums. Again, another blue coin, just like the last. Blue coin number 17. Blue coin number 18, there's one more fruit lady for us to talk to. I'll see you guys there. All right, for blue coin number 20, 18, just go ahead and spray the M right there. I missed that one earlier. All right, come right over here to this island that's supposed to be on a village. And you'll see this lady right here. Now, should you drop in a coconut beforehand, you will not get the sound effect, but you will see the basket move, so it's interesting. I guess the basket kind of eats it for itself. Hello, would you like to work for me for a little bit? I'd love for you to bring me some fruit. I'm craving some. Probably something you haven't had in a long time, right? Coconuts, bring me 3, would you? Just bring me the fruit here and put it in the basket, okay? You would think you would want something that you didn't have access to, but of course you want the coconuts that are right in the tree right behind you, so we're gonna go ahead and spray those down and just throw them into the basket. This is the easiest of all the fruit collection right here. Much easier than the durians. I wish there were durians right near the lady who wanted the durians. That would have been much nicer than having to kick them across Delfino Plaza, but alright. Know that. Thanks, Sweetums. Blue coin number 19, I believe. Alright. And there's just one more we need to collect. And actually, probably should have collected it earlier, but I kind of wanted to show these all in one sequence without having to edit in footage at unnatural parts of the video. We're going to be heading back to the airstrip one more time, because there's one blue coin there that we missed. Shall I take you out to the airstrip? It's only 10 coins. Yes, please. To the sea. It's time to push off and head out. Don't expect any sea shanties from this captain, mate. Alright. You're funny, but you have nothing on Captain, I gotta say. Oh, I miss Captain so much from Animal Crossing. Oh, man. What a guy. Anyways, right over here, you might have glanced over this, and rightfully so, because we're only in this building right over here. We're just a split second while we're blasting through it for the last shine sprite we just got. But should you slow things down a little bit and blast through only the first door, look over to your right, you're going to see an ice cube. If you look very closely, there's a blue coin. Go ahead and spray that down, and hop in for the last blue coin that we have in Delfino Plaza. Which you might be saying, Cameron, there's always 30 blue coins in an area. Why are there only 20 in Delfino Plaza? Technically, there's another 10 that I kind of lump with this 20, but they're actually in Kamronni Mountain, which we have briefly gone into for the purpose of progressing through the game and getting the flood to go away. But there's 10 more that are in there, and I don't want to enter the final area of the game and get as deep into it as we would have to get those last 10 blue coins until the final episode. So next time on Let's Play Some More Sunshine, we're going to end this Let's Play. We're going to get the last 10 blue coins, trade them in for shine sprites, and take on the final boss of the game. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Kamronni. I'll see you guys back here next time. Goodbye, guys.